What's going on, guys? I'm going to show you how to farm moon shells. So go to Leviathan pits and we're going to go into the hatchery and basically just kill some of the Leviathans like through this area. So there's the moon shells. And there's some other items you can get like black pearl and bone charm. So go ahead and pick those up and keep them also because they're also Nick week items. Even though bone charms have already happened recently. And I'd bring a speed boost hero so you can just run through here. And I'd also bring a speed boost also because you kind of want to run from some of these outcast groups. And there's also chests that'll spawn, so consider bringing like lockpicks or Luxon keys. So basically we just take out the Leviathans and they'll basically drop the moon shells. And they're the only ones who actually drop it. And there's also different forms of Leviathans. There's the Rangers and then you get like the Warriors. And there's also a couple bosses. So we basically just take them out. And what's also happening, like this entire time, is that a bunch of outcast groups are running around. So you have to kind of like watch out for them because they can come by and they'll like surprise attack you and they could like actually kill you or make it like hard for you to get away. So that's something you have to watch out for. And you can also like use them to actually take out other groups, which they'll usually run into the groups anyway. But you can actually kind of use them to take out some of the more difficult groups or some like groups that have like the creeping carps in them and everything. Just have them attack them. There we go. We just keep using the spirits to pretty much take them out. And that's also why like bringing something like dash is really good. Because if the outcast group comes there, you can just dash away from them. And it can actually save you. And as for the drop rate for this Nick Week item, you only need 10 of them. So it's actually not that bad. But at the same time, like the drop rate isn't like super good and the farm isn't like really good. Like there's just not really like a super effective way of doing it. But the drop rate isn't like super bad. But it is one of those weeks where it's like the difficulty, like in regards to the drop rate and the farm itself, is like a little bit higher than average. Like it's not a super easy farm, but it's not a super hard farm. And some of the runs I did, like the drops actually dropped like pretty quickly and pretty good. And then there's other runs where it's like, you know, you just don't really get anything. And there's the Elementalist, so he can be hard to beat sometimes. Like he does a ton of damage. But otherwise, everything else is like easy to beat. You just basically get the spirits out there and just like run away and spirits will just take care of it. And you can use outcast group to kind of like beat down some of the Elementalist group. And there's the Mesmer, easy to take out. Then you get the creeping carps, which can do quite a bit of damage to you if you don't watch out. But otherwise, you just pretty much like spam spirits and just try to, you know, run away. And the carps, they'll actually drop like a item that you can pick up also. They drop the pearl, I believe. And then the bone charms come from the outcast, which will occasionally drop. Because I usually try to get like my spirits like to stay back there a little bit so they can do some damage. So I can hopefully get some drops. Like whenever two groups are fighting. And there's a black pearl right there. And then you go down through here and you get some more Leviathans. And you see there's like quite a few chests in this area also. And I believe this is going to be the last group. So as you can see, like the item does drop every now and then, but it's not like super crazy. And there's not really too many areas where you can actually farm this at. But there is like a couple of them. Which this is really the main area. And there you go. So this is the hatchery and there's the path. So we're going to come over here to Unawakened Waters. And this is another path that you can do, but it's not really as good as the first one. But it's something that you can do to kind of mix it up a little bit. And you have a chance of getting the crest also if you end up killing. Like it's either the turtles or the Elementalist. But you get some Leviathans through here. Sometimes it's hard to get to them because you get the, you know, the other groups that are basically attacking them. But you just kind of take them out, run away, attack another group. And when you get further in there, there's going to be like more groups. Mainly like the Rangers that are kind of like walking around that you can actually take out. And those are really the main ones that we're after. Because the other ones, they're pretty much getting attacked by Afflicted and all this other stuff. And Outcasts, so they're going to end up dying. And you do, of course, as usual, have to like watch out and like run away, especially from the other groups. Because killing those turtles and those dragons and everything are going to be really hard to do. And I usually try to like, you know, get a little bit of damage in and then like run away. just so I can hopefully get some drops. But they have like knockdowns and everything. But as long as you have spirits up and the spirits take some of the damage, you're good to go. And you see, I couldn't take out that group right there because the outcast took them out. But otherwise, you just run around and you go after these Leviathan mouths that are just like all over the place. And of course, the eyes also. So you kind of just take a path right up through here. And because of like the groups moving around and everything and getting attacked by outcasts, like there's going to be times to where it's like if you're too late or something, it's like a lot of them are going to get taken out. But otherwise, as you see right there, I just got 2 moon shells like just from those 2 groups. Then you get another group right here. And you can just pretty much like do that like a few times in this area. Try to tag all the foes. And that's pretty much about all you're going to get out of this area. It's something you can do like really quick. It's like an optional one. The first one is really the main one. But Silent Surf is like another optional that you can do. That is just kind of alright. And there's also a couple more around me, but not really worth it. So all you need is 10. Go to Leviathan Pits and the hatchery. We're going to run right there. And that's where Nick is going to be. So the run is actually really easy. You don't really... Like, Shadow Form is something that you don't really need until later on. You can cast it, like, earlier so that you don't get your enchantments removed. This is really the only part where you need it, and you kind of don't need it even then. It's just that you can take, like, a lot of damage if you don't have it. And there's the path that I took. Like, it's really easy run. Like, not hard at all. Just give them the 10 moon shells, and you get your 5 gifts. And that's it for the video, guys. Let me know what you think. And Dungeon is signing out.